Welcome to Road to Billions podcast, the mentality of an entrepreneur. With your host, Moise Bertrand.
Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? It is your host, Moise Bertrand, the Road to Billions podcast. I'm grateful for you guys to be listening and tuned in on the podcast, man. Today, on this podcast, an accomplishment and goal has been achieved, man. I'm going to give you guys the rundown about that, but I just recently purchased an 18-wheeler truck, man, yesterday. Shout out to the team. We did it. It wasn't easy, man, but we got it done, So I'm going to give you guys the rundown, how I got it, the whole rundown, man. You guys about to really learn a lot in this podcast. But like I always tell you guys, rate and review. When you guys listen to the podcast, I'm very much grateful for you guys when you listen to it. The streams go up. I feel like my work is not being going to waste. But I also appreciate you guys if you really take the time out to just rate it. It's 2 seconds, 3 seconds to scroll down on the podcast player, on the podcast, on iTunes, and just like rate it at the bottom of the episode, man. It wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt you. It wouldn't hurt me. But if anything, it's going to bring good energy. I love that. But that was the only thing I wanted to discuss with you guys. But most importantly, man, you guys, this is a 6-figure business, man. And I'm saying off one truck. I'm not even saying off a fleet. And when I say off a fleet, I mean multiple trucks, more than one truck that's, running routes and loads. But a lot of people are very much asking me, how did I get to it? And it's a funny story because I work in real estate already, so I'm already tied into a lot of investors. I'm already tied in with a lot of people who trust me enough to manage things for them. Most importantly, money, because I really do I do call myself an entrepreneur. God damn it, I do call myself an entrepreneur, but at the same time, I'm a mastermind when it comes to putting plays and things in motion. Because the motion don't stop. You guys heard that episode. You guys should listen to it if you haven't. But I'm talking about like really going through tough times in order to get things done. And I have zero knowledge about the trucking industry, to be real with you guys. I've been learning as I go. But I locked in with a business partner. I seen him already have a truck, and I told him, "Hey, listen, man. Like, I like to just I like to just separate people's money for them. Like, I tell people that straight up. Like, I know somebody who knows somebody. This person know this guy. He does really good business. I think you should connect with him in order to like double your money in a year or double your money whenever there's a time. So what happens is like most people, they're very much excited about the opportunities that I bring to them, because a lot of people don't have opportunities that come to them. So when this opportunity was brought to me, I kind of thought to myself, like, listen, man, I need to put my peoples on, So I go ahead and I accumulate capital for others. And you could call me like the middleman, pretty much the lender, the transactor, the underwriter. You could call me all the things, the syndicator, the entrepreneur, the founder, all that, man. You guys can call me all that, because when I really look at building businesses, I don't look at it from a standpoint like how much we're going to make in 6 months, every month. I look at it from, is this going to be a long-term play? If it's a long-term play, we can make something happen with it. If it's a short-term play, then the conversation is different. So I look at life at different perspectives. So with this 18-wheeler play, like I said, I was brought the opportunity and I took the advantage of it. I just had to bring the capital. So the capital was accumulated through investors and others who wanted to just put money into the deal. And I pretty much, negotiate terms and everything with everybody. I speak to the owner, and we just all meet a common balance of just how the investors will be paid back in a reasonable time. And a lot of people, they always tell me, how did I learn how to run business? How did I know how to do Excel? There's all these things that's MBA and like these high level degree, finance classes will teach you. I'm learning how to do these things, and I'm in the process of actually applying it. It's not like I'm just learning and everything. No disrespect to anybody who's in school learning about anything like that. But I'm just saying, like, I'm a different breed. Like, I'm really cut different, like, real deal. I have books on finance and just know how to work Excel and just know how to expand my mind when it comes to, like, quantum mathematics, and just know how to really work on bigger exponential numbers, So once I got into the realm of just, like, seeing people who are already rich, multimillionaires in Atlanta, I didn't have to question my success. I didn't have to question where I could be at in 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 30 years, because I'm seeing people my age, even younger, multimillionaires. And I'm not comparing my journey. I'm just saying it's possible that there's no roof to success. So the 18-wheeler business was something I found very lucrative, man. If you guys don't know, a lot of people don't know, but 18-wheeler business is one of the most sustainable businesses just because transport and export is a big thing of the country, if not everybody else's business. Because if one thing happens to logistics and just the whole chain, come on, man, like that supply chain is going to really mess up the whole industry. Like if you guys ever went to McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's or any fast food place and say, "Oh, the truck didn't come yet." The truck is the CDL, the 18-wheeler guy. He has to bring all that load into the truck, and he have to drop it off. Well, he don't bring it into the truck, but he pretty much just unload the truck at the destinations that he's needed to go ahead and load them at. So you guys can see what big of an impact these trucks already have. And I looked at the trucks and I looked at Atlanta because everybody in Atlanta has a truck, 18-wheeler trucks. And I'm always seeing everybody who's very successful, like shout out to Richard Panier, like Panier. Sorry about that. I ain't mean to butcher your last name, bro. But real deal, like influential. Like I really watch him and I watch how he do his investments, and he really just told me like you just have to diversify everything, bro. Like you just have to really get into everything. And I seen he was also part of an 18-wheeler and trucking business. So I'm like, man, like you just have to follow people who are doing things already that potentially and will get you to the other side of like from rags to riches. Like it's real deal possible just to imitate what other people are doing, other successful people, big on the successful, because I don't want you guys imitating somebody who's not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Frankly, I hope you guys wouldn't be doing that. But really replicating somebody's steps, you just adding your own sauce to it. Like I add my own sauce to everything. I take what I need to learn and I add my own lingo and I add my own style to it. And a lot of people, they find that very intriguing and real because I don't really take things verbatim. I take things like, let's see what I could extract from this information. So when I got into the 18-wheeler business, man, it was really an opportunity brought to me, and I brought together the logistics, and I brought together investors, and the owner, he just brought together the plan and a great success plan of just getting that to the next level. So we kind of put our heads together and we made this master plan and just like saying, let's get this truck and let's really eat off this damn truck. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. Like we're gonna eat off this motherfucking truck because the truck is not something like you want to look at and say, hey, like, okay, it's making money. No, this is something that creates generational wealth. This is something that creates very much different avenues. And that's why I'm always telling you guys and preaching to you guys, like, you guys don't have to have the money together. You guys don't have to have the best credit. You guys don't like everything everybody tells you in the world is bullshit. Like, I want to tell you guys, like, real deal. Like, I'm only 24 doing this. Like, I have multiple properties and I got a truck. And I'm doing things like a lot of people only imagine and fathom to do. I'm not bragging or nothing like that, but I'm really telling you guys, like, the level of expertise I don't have a master's in finance. I don't have a PhD in real estate. I don't have none of that. I don't even have a master's degree, first and foremost. I dropped out of school. I told you guys that, but I graduated and I don't use my damn degree. So I'm really just thugging it and then creating a whole new life for myself, really. So when I'm giving you guys this advice, it's not telling you guys, oh, I'm bragging on my success. I really don't have a 9 to 5. I really wake up every damn fucking day and I do this shit every day and I reach out to people and I research industries and I try to put together plays because I need to sustain my lifestyle and I need to sustain what I'm trying to achieve in life. So when I'm really preaching to you guys, like you have to just look at everybody who around you who's doing something. If somebody can't really help you, you just group them into that category they're there for in your life. If they can help you in business, understand that business is not something sweet. You're gonna get fucked over. You might be doing the people who might get fucked over and you just one of those batches of people who just got a bad taste in their mouth. It happened to me. It pretty much happens to everybody, to be real. But what keeps you going is consistency. Like consistency is what's going to take you to the next level. I don't care if you got $1 in your account. I don't care if you have a meal. Either or, if you be consistent with anything you do in life, it's going to compound and be an effect. So what I'm telling you, like if you may not be the best business owner or starter, right? But with a business development coach like me, I'm gonna take you through all I've been through. I'm gonna tell you guys what I really been through personally when you get mentored by me. But I'm gonna tell you what it is, and I'm gonna tell you what I would do in your situation, what I wouldn't, and you just take everything from a grain of salt. But I'm only gonna give you what I would do, and what I would do is what I feel like is the best thing to do if you're looking like to achieve some type of a goal accomplishment. Like I said, I'm not a multimillionaire yet. I will be. I'm not a millionaire yet. I will be. But I'm just telling you guys like the way I'm looking to like escalate my life. I'm only looking to just get into things that are going to progress my lifestyle. You have to be uncomfortable, you guys, with anything in your life. Like, you don't have to have the best credit. You always can know somebody who has good credit. You just lock in with them. Like, if your talk game platinum like me, you could lock in with people, be a salesperson. If you're a pretty girl, use that to your advantage. Like, I'm telling you guys everything that people don't really talk about. Like, this is real deal gems. If you're a pretty girl, use that to your advantage. If you're a very smooth talker, use it to your advantage. If you dress really nice, use that to your advantage. If you're an influencer, use that to your advantage. Everybody has a skill set they could use, but people just don't tap into it. Like, you don't even have to be the person who has the front end and spotlight of everything. If you're a really good journalist, if you're a good communicator, if you have really good editing and videography skills, you need yourself in this industry, because people like me, I do videography and I do all that extra stuff, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sit there and take pictures of myself. I'd rather have somebody else who's going to do that for me on a basic schedule, and we could always lock in. So you could always make yourself to an asset. You could always make yourself into a valuable composition to anybody in life, and you could also plug yourself in any room. It's all about networking, you guys, because a lot of people, they go to school, right? Our parents forced us to go to school, right? We go to school, we focus on these bullshit ass degrees that people don't really want to say is bullshit, but we just say it's socially acceptable because it makes a living, but we really aren't in love with it. We really don't want to do that. We really don't want to continue in that lifestyle. I made that decision when I was in school. I was like, listen, once I got into the MHA program, shout out to everybody at FAMU. You're doing your thing. Like, shout out to FAMU. That's my alma mater, doing the things. Everybody's killing it. FAMU's a great school. Don't get me wrong. It was just me as a person. I didn't want to continue in that career path because I just felt like I would be lying to myself, like I preached to you guys many times. I always look at transparency in life, and I always look at that. I always look to keep 10 toes on the ground. Anything I do it solid. Like, I don't really fuck up with things, and if I do fuck up, I don't look at it as a fuck up. I look at it as a lesson. So when I preach to you guys about losing money, or when I lost, family members, or when I lost things that happened in my life, I wasn't coming on here pleading to you guys, complaining. I'm telling you guys, these are past events that really shaped me into the person I am now. If you guys listen to my first podcast, you guys could hear me, like I always preach. I'm rushing, I'm talking fast, but now you could hear the maturity, you could hear the clear communication with me, the transparency. It's verbal communication that you guys could feel like you could have with me through audio, through the mic. Like, I could really talk to you, and you probably never met me in life, and we could just have a conversation for hours, and it felt like we knew each other for years. That's how I really got to my point of communication skills, and it wasn't something that I grew up with. It was something I had to adapt and actually shape and sharp. But what I'm trying to get to you guys, like, this 18-wheeler business is something that's very much growing. Amazon has it. You guys don't have to necessarily get into the business, but you guys can always be someone who invests into the business. And I don't have a CDL, you guys. I don't have a CDL. That's first and foremost. I'm not driving no damn truck because I'm not a truck driver. I can't do that. I don't want to do that because long distances isn't for me. Like, I would literally fall asleep within 3-4 hours. I can't even drive from Atlanta to Miami without, like, thinking about this. It's a far ass drive. So imagine driving 16, 30, 40, 80. I can't do it. Shout out to all the truck drivers. You guys are doing a great thing, successful. I love you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. Everybody has a reason to be on this planet, and everybody has a goal, and everybody has a skill. So I don't have a CDL, but I do have a brain. And with that brain comes solution. When solutions come, answers. So when I come to the table with just offering my peace of mind to others who have businesses, I'm looking to partner with them. I'm looking to work with people who have already profitable things, but I'm looking at it like, how could I take this to the next level? Because I'm a visionary. I always compare myself to Marcus Garvey and Don Peebles and Nipsey Hussle and just Nas, man. These great guys, these big thinkers, man, like really people who just think and put thoughts into their craft, man. I really do resemble these guys, and I really do take what they do and I take it full effect into my lifestyle. So I really look at people like Reginald Lewis, like he's building $1 billion empires. Well, shout out to him, but RIP as well to him. But just teaching like the basic wealth strategies is in these books, you guys. We're not reading books because we're afraid of it being too long. We're not reading books because we have OCD problems. We're not OCD problems. We have attention problems. Like, we can't sit still. Like, I had a problem with not being to sit still for like 30 minutes, 10 minutes at least. Like, I'm always got to go check my phone. But you have to discipline yourself because they put in this knowledge in the books. Like, I learned so much through real estate, through financial advisors, through reading books. I learned so much about trucking just by talking to an owner who's very passionate about it, who knows the ins and out, that I will make more than likely will have to take so long to learn because that's not something I'm really passionate about. But what comes with a team is effort, and what comes with effort comes building and communication and connection. So I'm learning as I go. He's learning about the side of marketing and financials that he probably didn't really know to that extreme level. But now we could put our goals together and we could bundle it up into building empires, into building a dynasty. So what I'm pretty much trying to preach to you guys, like, you guys don't have to have it figured out. Like, you guys could be your own person, but you have to really do believe in your shit. Like, don't be out here wigging like they say in Atlanta. Like, that means faking it, pump faking. Don't be out here tripping. Don't be out here like playing around with your time, because time is valuable. And if you guys don't already know that, like, you guys should peep that when you guys are getting older, because you guys are gonna look back and say, damn, I was just 19 and 21 like 3, 4 years ago. Like, people gonna start saying that about themselves when they hit 30. I mean, when I was 21, shit, no. You gotta say, man, when I was 21, I was still doing like, I'm up to the 30 now. I'm really up on the ladder, you know. So look at life like, how much more could you get out of the time you're being offered? Because a lot of people aren't grateful, and a lot of people don't see time as something that could be taken away any minute of the day. Like, this shit is not guaranteed. So when I come out here, I'm telling you guys full transparency, because other podcasters, and shout out to them, they don't talk to you guys like full transparency. I listen to it. It's too professional. It's not cutthroat. It's not what you guys need to hear. What you guys need to hear is like, you guys have to get around people who are doing well in life, chop it up with them, follow up, call, ask questions, be grateful, and at the same time check up on them, because a lot of people get information from people who could put them in another stepping stone in life, and you never call the man. Like, how could I really help you if you never call me? So I'm always looking at it from, what are we going to do in order to increase my lifestyle? What are you going to do to increase your lifestyle? What is she going to do to increase her lifestyle? What is he going to do to increase his lifestyle? I didn't have it figured out. Along the way, I learned things that a lot of people may never be able to learn because they're not jumping out there. So school isn't a bad thing, you guys. But I do feel like in order to really grasp the knowledge about the world and see past things that a lot of people may never be able to see, you have to just do things that you're afraid of. Like, it's very cliche. It sounds very cliche, like, do what you're uncomfortable with, but it really will push you to strain your mind, to really make your mind face that adversity and really find out solutions. You know, you have to be someone who, at the end of the day, quite frankly, you can't give a fuck about what no one thinks. No one gives a fuck anyways. But if you keep thinking people give a fuck, then you're never gonna like really like push yourself to like get to that level of success. And I'm a person who I speak my success into reality. Like, I know I'm going to be successful, if not already. I look at life. I looked at myself in the mirror today and I said, "Damn, bro, like, you motherfucking successful, bro. You got a truck, you got some houses, you doing your thing. Like, you entrepreneur. Like, this is the lifestyle you pray for." And I had to tell myself, and I had to tell God, I'm really thankful, because I didn't really see myself being and getting this far. So when I'm trying to tell you guys, like, it's okay to not know what you're doing, because I've been fucked up before too. And some days I don't have the best of days. Some days I may not have everything I need in order to accomplish a goal. I may not feel like I want to do certain things. I may feel like I want to like take a day or two off, and I may feel lazy. And I just have, it's a lot. So you have to really ask yourself, what are you willing to risk? Because I'm willing to just do this the rest of my life, because I could wake up every day and I just love the lifestyle, just like high probability risk, investments, financial freedom, financial independence. These things that a lot of people want in life is on the other side of fear. Like, we all have the capability of just like being, manifestors. We all, if anything, be for real. If you speak about somebody so much and you speak about something so much, it starts to appear, you manifesting that. So when I say certain things in my podcast, I'm manifesting it not only for myself, but for you guys. When I tell you guys, I really want you guys to like sit there every morning, pray, meditate, tell yourself you're going to be successful no matter what's going on in your life. Really stick to that knowledge, really stick to that mindset, because a lot of people, we claim we want to be successful, but when we have a bad day, we like, man, fuck that shit. Like, I'm going to talk just like, man, fuck that shit. Like, we say, man, fuck it. Like, we don't really want to have that mindset. You don't want to have that mindset. You like, okay, cool. We had a good day today. It wasn't where I wanted to be, but I'm still smiling. I'm still grateful for the things I have, and tomorrow's a new day. Let's get to it. So you have to always look at the next day as a reset. What happened today, it's the past. What happened a few hours ago, it happened. You can't take that time back. Your life could change in a split second if you do something stupid or drastic. The same thing, like, you can't take time back. You can't take time back for nothing in life. That's the only thing that can't be bought. So we're only getting older. And I want you guys to really get your LLC established. If you guys need any help, you guys check the link in my bio. Schedule a consultation with me. I'm locked in. I'll help you guys throughout the whole process. It's not a problem. But if you guys really need someone to mentor you guys, I'm dropping the academy really soon for Road to Billions Entrepreneurship Academy. Be sure to follow the page at road2_billions on Instagram, just because everybody needs a certain level of just a mentorship. Like, I feel like me being young, I could what's the word? I could work with you guys a little bit easier than someone who's, I'm not gonna say 40 or 50, who's already very much successful and far in life. But I'm just saying, you guys are really seeing someone at your age, if not older a little bit for some younger users or listeners, that it's possible, bro. Like, this shit is not easy. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys, but it is possible. And you just have to see and visualize yourself doing great things that you never thought about doing. Remember, I'm gonna give you guys some key points. Always lock in with people you feel like is going to be successful. It's not called I'm not going to say that word, but I'm not going to say you're not bandwagon. I'm not going to say that you're using people. If you have an asset to produce to someone, like you're valuable in some way, make sure you're always confident in what you do, and make sure you're always supplying that information at the best of capabilities and communication. Always lock in with people who are going to be successful, because they're on a trajectory. And if you can't really bring nothing to their life, I'm not going to say they're not going to keep you around, but everything is a mutualistic effect in life. You have to give in order to receive, and they're, of course, going to do the same thing, vice versa. Another thing as well, don't be afraid to spend your money. I know a lot of people, they like to hog onto their money. If you have $100 in your account and you need to get a flyer done, or you need to get something done for your business, get that shit done, because that $100 is gonna double or triple. When I get flyers done, when I get proposals done, I always look at it like, damn, I'm quadrupling. If anything, I'm boosting up how much I'm gonna get back from investors, how much I'm gonna be able to get from those who want to get into the business of private equity investments. So when I look at people who cry and complain about spending money on certain things that could help you brand yourself a lot better, that could help you take yourself to the next level, I look at you like, you don't ever believe in yourself for real, because if you did, that $100 would be spent ASAP. Like, it wouldn't even have to be a question to your about your funds. It'll be like, man, let me just take care of it. God, you got me. And at the end of the day, you put the good energy out there, you doing what you have to do, things are going to return tenfold. I'm telling you guys, like, I've been in Atlanta. I came to Atlanta in October, and I'm here still, and I'm an entrepreneur. And I'm not going to sit here and say I'm perfect. I had days where I wanted to quit. I wanted to go back home. I just didn't know what I was doing. But then again, I tell God, let me persevere through the obstacles, through the delays, and I'm here. You feel me? So I'm still doing my thing, and I'm not changing. I'm not leaving no time soon, to be real. So I'm really here, sticking it through, doing my thing. And I want you guys to do the same thing with your lifestyle, with your mindset, because we all here are going through things, but it's only those who want to take what they're going through and turn it into that lesson and turn it into an actual success story. And I want you guys to think about this third point as well. Have open communication. Let people know, what are you really trying to achieve? Like, it's okay to speak your manifestations into reality, but also at the same time, speak with those who are really going to take it serious. Like, I don't want you guys to tell everybody, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this and that. And you're telling 50 people. 50 people may not have the best energy towards your goal. You may not realize that, but you will realize that when they're not really giving you the energy you hope for when you told them. Now it defeats the purpose of you actually feeling all ecstatic and all happy and joyful, because this person face was like, oh, you sure, bro? You think you're gonna be able to do that? And you're like, bro, what? Like, that's why I can't tell you nothing. So that's why you always want to just rock with the people who you've been rocking with. And if you do business with people, make sure there's always communication and truthfulness, because that's a lot of things that a lot of people they overlook. Just being very transparent and having communication and great lines of communication. That's a big thing. When I call, you don't have to answer and everything, but just be that person who always responds back to people's texts, to clients, to customers, to other business partners. Just be that person who works well with people. So at the end of it, man, Road to Billions, man. We got the truck, officially in the trucking business. I want you guys to hit me. Look at my DM, man, billionaire_moist. Hit my DM, link in my bio, man, to listen to other podcasts. Also, the consultation is in my bio as well for you guys who want to just go ahead and schedule a consultation with me. I want you guys to just go ahead and lock in, man. Entrepreneurship Academy is coming out in a few, probably days or weeks. You never will know, but when it drops, I'm not telling you guys to hurry and grab it, because I might make it limited stock. But what I will say is, I want you guys to really put your time and effort into what you're doing. So I appreciate you guys so much from the bottom of my heart of listening to Road to Billions podcast. Not everybody's going to make it to the other side of success, but you will if you believe it. That's really what it is. If you believe it, you will. If you don't, you get the point. So once again, be safe, enjoy your weekend, and let God control what you can't control, for sure.